guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video just kind of discussing the different ways and the different tips that I have for saving money and earning money for luxury goods. But it doesn't just have to be luxury goods. It could be applied to whatever you think in your life that you kind of want to save money for. Like it could be for a car, it could be for like new makeup or just whatever. These are definitely like actual things that you can do to apply to your life and you will actually make money. So I think I have some awesome tips. I use them on a daily basis, if not a monthly basis. So I'm excited to share with you my ideas. Actually, just over the weekend saw that Lydia Elise Millen, she's definitely a big YouTuber that I watch. She posted a video kind of talking about something similar, and as soon as I saw it on Saturday, or maybe it was Sunday, I was like, oh shoot, like it's exactly what I kind of wanted to film. Then I watched it immediately and it's totally different than what I wanted to talk about. So I was kind of like, whew, we're okay. But as you can see, over the last 2 months, I have actually been writing notes of what I wanted to talk about for this video. And I do just quickly want to mention, I am by far not like rolling in the money. Like we are definitely not poor, but I would not say we are rich by any means. I don't just go to the store and blow thousands of dollars on all of these goods and things that I talk about all the time. I am a real person and I am smart with money and I make wise decisions. So material things are not all what it's cracked up to be. Yes, we love them. Yes, we want them in our lives sometimes, but your health, your family, and your happiness are seriously the #1 things in your life. By far. So before we get into the video, if you happen to be new here, my name is Shay. Thank you so much for stopping by. I would love for you to consider subscribing down below so that you're notified for my future videos. And if you end up liking this video or enjoying it at all, or if you think it could help you, definitely give it a thumbs up. So my first tip, and I've mentioned this before and I'm not going to spend that much time on it, but I just seriously love it, is Ebates. I know most of you probably have heard of it, and I'm sorry I'm beating a dead bush. Is that right? Beating a dead bush? I don't know. That sounds wrong. Beating a dead horse. Anyway, I'm sorry. But if you guys don't know, I'll link it down below. Basically, when I buy something that's, really expensive, or granted, it doesn't have to be expensive. It could be like $10 on like Target website. But when I buy anything at all, I try to go through Ebates, and you can save anywhere from like 2% to like 15 or 20%, and you get a check back like every month or so. And I've earned hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of dollars on Ebates. So when I buy anything like a new pair of shoes or anything, I love going to the store and trying it on. It's really fun to go to the store and like window shop and do all kinds of stuff in person. However, when I can, I try to not buy it in the store. Neiman Marcus, Barney's, Saks Fifth Avenue, Nordstrom, like the huge high-end department stores. Like I said, it doesn't have to be department stores. They all have cash back through Ebates. So when you can, go through Ebates and you will bank money every time. Number 2 is a credit card. Now, I know a lot of people are probably thinking, oh my gosh, you have to be careful with credit cards, and you definitely do have to be careful with credit cards. You do not want to get into debt. Debt is bad, 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 bad. But if you are smart with a credit card and you can, be wise about it, if you sign up for certain credit cards, you get cash back every single time you use it. So I recommend going to creditcards.com, and on that website you can actually see all of the credit cards that are available. You can compare and see what advantages they offer. And my favorite one right now is, well, I act like I have tons. I don't have tons, but the one I use all the time is it's a double cash back city card, I think it is. If you go to the website, it's like one of the top ones on there. But anyway, you get 1% cash back for everything you buy, and then you get another 1% cash back every time you pay it off. So I never ever look at the interest rates for credit cards because I do not use credit cards to pay things off at a later date. I will pay off my bill every single month down to a 0 balance. And I know not everybody can do that. I'm not saying, like, if you have to put something on a credit card because of whatever situation you're in, I totally understand that. But if you can pay it off at the end of the month, that's obviously the wiser decision. So we always do that. We put literally every single thing that we purchase on a credit card. I rarely ever pay anything in cash or with a debit card because if I put it on a credit card and I pay it off at the end of the month, I'm still earning cash back, and every few months I get hundreds of dollars back, like cash back. So there's different credit cards you can look into. I know some have like different categories, and you can actually get cash back, like 4% cash back for gasoline. For me and what I do, I want actual money that I can just put right back into my bank account. The next tip that I have is just cutting out coffee. I feel like our life with Starbucks, I don't know, there's like a lot of different coffee places out there these days, but a lot of coffee is purchased, I feel like, in our American or European or wherever you're from. People like coffee these days, and I like it too. However, I have completely cut it out. Coffee is expensive, especially if you get like really fancy ones. Like they can be upwards of like $5, $6, $7 per like thing. So there's people that literally get that every single day. So we'll just do like an average amount. If you take $5 times 5, because there's 5 days in the week, that's $25 per week, and you times that by 4 weeks in a month, that's $100 that you could save every single month and apply it to something that you want to get. That's insane. That's a lot of money. And that's not even including, like, some people add on bagels, they'll add on croissants, they'll add in all this stuff. And if they would just take that out and maybe make the coffee at home, you would save so much money, and you could go out and get something that's going to last you a lifetime with that money. The next thing that I want to talk about is mint.com. Now, my husband actually thought of this. I told him that I was going to be filming this video, and he was like, make sure you talk about mint.com. And I was like, you're right. I do need to talk about mint.com. It is a very, very secure website. You basically go to mint.com and it will link all of your bank accounts, just everything, just all of your financial accounts. And it's very, very, very secure. I mean, like mega secure. It's very top rated. We have all of our financial things linked to it. It will actually move all of your spending habits to different categories and actually visually show you what you spend per month in each category. If you notice that you're going out to eat nonstop, then you'll be able to, you know, maybe cut that in half or maybe reduce it by like $100. And then you'll have like a spending category where you're like free to do whatever you want with, like, you know, that amount of money each month is specifically for buying whatever you want. So I think that website is such an amazing resource. We use it all the time. Sometimes when I post videos, I'm worried that I'm coming across that I'm just like blowing money all the time, and I'm not taking into consideration my future, you know, my husband's future, my children's future. Like, we are definitely planning and making good decisions for all of that as well. And then whatever I have left over from all of that is what I can apply to what I want to get, I guess. The next two tips I have are kind of more applied to the luxury goods. You know, that is kind of like what my channel is based around. So the first thing in that category of things is, if you have stuff in your collection of, you know, things that you just never ever wear, you never use them, they're just something that you purchased a long time ago because you like it, but you don't really ever think about it, sell it. You could make a lot of money from those items. If I'm never using it, like it's literally sitting in the closet and I never touch it, I will sell it. And then I will get something that my heart really does want. I guess I'll just throw that out to you guys. Maybe if something has sentimental value, don't sell it. Like, that's totally understandable to keep it. But if you're never wearing it, you never use it, you never think about it, it has no value to you, just sell it and make some money and put it towards something you really want. The next tip regarding luxury items is, don't be afraid to buy pre-loved. I would say at least 30%, maybe 40%, I don't know. I wouldn't say half of my collection, but a good chunk of my collection is pre-loved. I mean, I love going to the store and getting, you know, seeing it in person and taking it home that day. For sure, I definitely do that. But there are so many things in my collection that I have purchased pre-loved because you save hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So I will list my favorite websites below, and I'll also list the Facebook groups that I use, and definitely check them out. You just have to be really careful. Just look at all of the pictures, look for the date codes. If you're concerned and you're not sure, you could have it authenticated before you even purchase it. Make sure you go through PayPal or something that is protected, and then if you do get it and it's weird, you can send it back. I've never had any issues though, because I have been pretty darn careful. It's just something, you know, the more you buy luxury, the more you find and realize what you should be looking for. But as long as you go through some of these really good places that, you know, that I'll recommend below, Fashion File, Tradesy, Yogi's Closet, the Facebook groups. I love the Facebook groups. I think the Facebook groups. I'm telling you, join them. You will be amazed at how much money you can save. So again, don't be afraid. For hundreds of dollars, you can have some amazing, amazing pieces in your collection. And half the time, these pieces are listed with the original box, the same tissue paper, the ribbon that it was wrapped up in, the original receipt. Like sometimes when I've gotten pre-loved items, it literally in the box, it arrives to my house almost like it's arriving like from the actual store, like whether it be Louis Vuitton or whatever store that's like high end. Sometimes it's just like crazy how much money you can save, and they are wonderful, wonderful pieces. The last thing that I want to mention is something that I have applied for years and years when it comes to large purchases. I truly think it has saved me lots of money, and it probably hasn't earned me money per se, but it has saved me so much money. When I want to buy something that is kind of a lot of money, I will think about it for 1 month. And sometimes that's hard because, you know, when you get something in your head, sometimes you just want to go out and buy it. And if it's like a shirt or a sweater or a pair of shoes that's, you know, reasonably priced, yeah, I probably do just go out and buy it some of the time. However, if it's like a large purchase, I'll think about it for at least 1 month or 4 weeks. If by the end of that 1 month, I still am like thinking about it when I wake up, okay, that's ridiculous. I'm not thinking about it when I wake up. If I'm still thinking about it in a month, then I realize, okay, this is something that I actually want. And as Minx for All, which is another one of my YouTuber people that I love to watch, she would say, if it makes your heart sing, get it. So after 1 month, if I'm still thinking about it, I will get it. But honestly, I would say probably 75% of the time after that 1 month, it's kind of just fluttered away, like I'm really not thinking about it anymore. And that proves to me that I probably didn't want it all that much. I mean, I probably did want it, but it wasn't important enough for me to still be thinking about it after that 4 weeks. In the past, there have been things that I've purchased, and then after the first few weeks has kind of like worn off, then I'm not really excited about it anymore. And again, it just like kind of sits in my closet and I'm not thinking about it anymore. And I realized I should have never bought it in the first place. So my rule of thumb, I'll just reiterate it again. Wait a month. If you still want it, then purchase it, and it will probably be a wise decision. Okay, so I'm sorry if that was a really boring video, but I think that they are really good tips that people should apply, and you will seriously, you'll earn money and you will save money, and collectively that will be a chunk of change that you can actually apply to whatever you want to buy, like whether it be luxury items, kind of like me sometimes, or if it be some new clothes or a car or just whatever. So I'm very happy that I was able to film this video for you guys. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I hope it wasn't a total bust. We shall see. And don't forget to subscribe down below. I would love to have you back. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.